At the end of school year, I threw out like all of my school folders and everything like that. I was like, screw this, I'm never gonna need this again. And I threw it all out, and lots of other students did the same thing, at which point I went bin diving and I picked out the plastic folders. I was like, I'm gonna reuse these, you know. Threw out all the paper inside and kept the plastic folders. Like, what kind of hoarder am I, really? My partner is colorblind too. It's a trip, isn't it? It's a trip. Red, green, colorblind. Wouldn't that mean that you'd have trouble differentiating between red, green? As she's a girl, which is like hella rare, right? Yeah, it is actually. It is extremely rare for girls to have colorblindness. That is definitely so true. Definitely so true. Very, very rare for them to have colorblindness. Definitely not common at all. Okay, I'm just gonna curve this out. It's like I'm taking the smallest amount out, so it should be fine. Should be fine, right? Right? Famous last words here. Alright, okay. Cool. That is now... That is now trimmed away. That is trimmed away, so this should all be working out now. Alright, cool. Cool, that's working now. Now, do pretty good usually picking colors for stuff to crochet. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, right? Thank you so much for following Lashurunga? Lashurunga? Is that it? Is that it? Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, we're getting like... We're making good progress on the 3,000 follower goal today. I'm so excited. I am super excited about this. It's amazing. Amazing. And I can't thank you enough, guys. I really appreciate it. Magenta isn't on the light spectrum though. I just found that out recently. Really? Is that why that article was that it said like, what's it called again? Magenta isn't a real color? Wait, now I have to read that because I want to figure that out. So good to meet you. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Lachurumble? Is that it? Is that it? Mind blowing read, you definitely look it up. They call it red green, but it's really mostly I see colors, not all the shades, depending on the shades, red, green, brown, blue, purple. I can tell apart frequently. Are you sure it's not some other kind of color blindness? Because I think that like my partner, oh Jesus. I think that my partner had red, or is it magenta isn't a real color, there we are. I think my partner, he has red, green colorblind, but he was fine with every other color except for red and brown, which he said was like, he couldn't tell them apart. Could be something else. I'm gonna call you Rumble. That's what I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Rumble. Easier. Okay, it says magenta isn't a real color. Let me have a look. Magenta isn't in rainbows and there's no wavelength for that color, so why do we see it? Most colors are mixed, averaged together into color that makes sense. Oh! Yellow is an average wavelength between two colors of green and red. The average wavelength between red and purple is actually green. Our brain doesn't like that. Green doesn't look like the average between red and purple, thus our brain makes up magenta. What? See, I knew I liked a special color. Color blindness scares me. It's a huge liability when I like creatures. Luckily, I don't think you can develop color blindness. I don't think that's possible to develop it. No two colorblind people. That makes sense. Yeah, I think the glasses didn't work for him potentially. I don't wanna misquote myself there, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't work for him. So. I don't really want to do the work today. But make bomb disposal tricky too. That's so funny. It's always like the same thing. Like, how do you even do bomb disposal training, you know? It's just kind of like, it's always the red wire. No, it's the blue wire in this brand of bombs. And why are all the wires colored in the first place? I feel like if you were actually making a legitimate bomb, wouldn't it just make more sense to just have all of the wires being one color? You know what I mean? All of the wires. So people go a long time without realizing they have it, unless they see like one of those tests on Facebook that are like, do you have color blindness if you read these things? It is possible to develop color blindness from certain head traumas. Oh no.